Good evening, I'm Jacqueline Matter.
And I'm Scott Dennis. Thanks for being with us tonight. First this evening, breaking news out of Orlando. We have a live look at the scene of a possible alligator attack. This is where authorities are searching for a teenage boy who was last seen thrashing in the water of this large retention pond. The Orange County Sheriff's Office says the boy was seen shouting, quote, "It bit me."
Authorities also say neighborhood residents have previously reported the presence of a 6-foot alligator in that retention pond. We'll continue to bring you more information on this story as it becomes available.
Here in the Suncoast, a senior community is dealing with a flooding issue despite no rainfall.
They say water has been discharging from a tank, flooding portions of the complex at least 2 to 3 inches deep in some parts. ABC 7's Dwayne Lindo is live at Swifton Villas to show us what residents there are dealing with. Dwayne?
Well, guys, all this morning, straight into the afternoon, even now, there's a steady flow of water coming from the water towers behind me, going straight into the drainage ditch. But a lot of the water that's accumulating around the area is going all over the complex, making it difficult for many of the senior citizens here making a living.
Well, it's coming across this north end of the building and going into our parking lot.
Swifton Villas resident Kathy Flanagan has lived here for years and has seen this before, up to 2 times a year.
It tends to flood during rainstorms, and now when they're emptying the water from the tanks, and the county just can't seem to keep those drain storms open, or they're not adequate for the amount of rainwater we get, and it floods back here and into the parking lot.
I went out for a walk this morning and discovered it.
Residents say the property manager filed a claim with the county this week as storm drain systems on the property continually receiving water. Flanagan's home taking a hit, flooding her patio.
As this had 3 inches of standing water this morning, it's now drained out some, but it was kind of sulfur smelling nastiness. And so I don't know what kind of cleanup we're going to have to do out here.
Even a portion of the parking lot flooded, making it difficult for residents to get in and out of their cars, and at times can cause trouble for those who live here.
And it's, you know, kind of dangerous for seniors to be walking through water.
Older folks have anxieties anyway, and so they see something like this and they start to worry. Really, this shouldn't happen.
And as water continues to flow from the neighboring property to theirs, residents say they just have some major concerns if the flooding continues.
Don't want water in my apartment.
Now, we spoke with the county spokesperson. They're saying that it was actually a mechanical failure that took place when the tanks were being serviced. They also just told us that they're basically getting the issue fixed right now. So residents should start seeing the water starting to recede and the water and the flooding starting to go down. Reporting live in Sarasota, Dwayne Lindo, your Suncoast News.
All right, Dwayne, thank you. A big legal victory for the city of Sarasota will bring new sand to Lido Beach. This comes after an 18-month lawsuit filed by Siesta Key petitioners to stop this project. They aren't against Lido getting new sand, it's where that sand comes from. The city and Army Corps of Engineers want to take sand from Big Pass and pump it onto sand-challenged Lido Beach. Now, those against the plan believe that sand in Big Pass prevents erosion on Siesta Key. City staff near Lido's current condition could cause city streets to flood in the event of a hurricane or tropical storm. The beach erosion has also created environmental impacts.
We have a lot of bird habitat, bird hatching on Lido Key. We're losing that. We're even losing turtle hatching areas. So in many ways, this will be a restoration to some of our wildlife habitat areas. So we're anxious to move forward, and we really need to as quickly as possible.
Now, the permit does restrict dredging in some parts of the pass during spotted sea trout spawning. The city says it will start the nearly $22 million project as soon as those federal funds are available.
Sarasota County officials have a decision to make after the release of an erosion study along Manasota Key's Gulf shoreline. The study finding that following Hurricane Irma, some places on the shoreline will erode at a future rate of 6 to 7 feet a year. Now the county says it's looking into several options for a fix, including dredging and trucking in supplemental sand. Either way, the move is expected to cost at least $3 million, but there is a possibility to save money if Sarasota can partner with Charlotte County on a joint project.
Well, with as hot as it was today, I was thinking maybe the beach was the place to be.
Certainly, I
Yeah.
agree. Well, let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan. Bob, it's hot. That's all I
91
can
right
say.
now. Yeah, 91 right now. The humidity is so low, though. It's like Arizona out there. I was out on the water. It was actually a little bit of a cool start this morning out on Sarasota Bay. We talked about the air quality index. Yesterday it was at 97, approaching that unhealthy for sensitive people range. Today, good news, 74. The reason why, we didn't get as much of a sea breeze, and there was no northwest wind, at least throughout the heat of the day. And it looks as though that's going to stay that way through this evening. So 74 still in the moderate range, but not a big problem as far as that goes. Northeast winds have been a little bit brisk today, so we didn't get a chance to get that sea breeze. That's where the ozone kind of develops out here in the Gulf of Mexico. On that east wind, the sun interacts with the pollution, then it comes back as ozone and causes problems. But again, that didn't happen today, and it looks like we'll see similar conditions again tomorrow with more of an easterly wind. You can see that northeast wind anywhere from 10 to 15 miles. Current conditions, it was 91 an hour ago. It's cool down to 90, but look at that humidity. It is low, 28%. And with the northeast wind up to 10 to 15, that's a high fire danger. Again, it continues through this evening. And tomorrow, Thursday's fire danger, and we're into the very high category for Manatee, Sarasota, and Charlotte counties. So we'll keep an eye on some rain that could be headed our way. We'll let you know about that rain coming up in a few minutes. Back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you. A Bradenton man will spend the rest of his life behind bars for shooting another man in the face. Mauro Ramirez received the maximum sentence of life in prison after he was convicted of attempted second-degree murder with a firearm. Manatee County Sheriff's investigators say Ramirez was involved in a shooting outside of El Paisano's restaurant on 15th Street East in Onico last June. Investigators say Ramirez punched a man in the head and then shot him in the face. The club's bouncer was able to wrestle the gun away and hold him until deputies arrived. The victim, who was 21 at the time, did survive that shooting.
Today, law enforcement officials across the Suncoast honoring a fallen Highlands County Sheriff's deputy. Early this morning, a 20-car motorcade escorted Deputy William Gentry Jr. to Tampa from Lee Memorial Hospital in Fort Myers. Gentry died over the weekend after being shot while responding to a home after reports of a man allegedly shooting a cat. I-75 was lined the entire way to Tampa with tributes, including Sarasota County Sheriff's deputies, Northport Police, Northport firefighters, and the Florida Highway Patrol. The Highland County Sheriff's Office says every overpass was red and blue in salute.
A follow-up now on changes coming to River Road in South Sarasota County. County commissioners voting Tuesday to accept the state's offer, swapping responsibility of River Road from US 41 to I-75 over to the Florida Department of Transportation. Now, as part of that agreement, the county will take over maintenance of parts of Midnight Pass Road and Stickney Point Road. Now, this move comes after the state rejected the county's offer for it to take over all of River Road, all the way to State Road 776. Now the county will construct that portion of River Road, with the state being responsible for any construction cost more over $24 million. The state will expand River Road from West Villages Parkway to I-75 in the year 2024.
And taking a look at your first alert traffic this evening, US 301 is backed up as you head north and south near Fruitville Road in Sarasota. An interstate exit in Venice is growing, with more businesses expected on Jacaranda Boulevard. Most of the new construction is going up behind the Wawa convenience store and the Culver's restaurant. That's where the area's third Burger King is now under construction. It's also in one of 5 areas along Jacaranda Boulevard that's being prepared for future family restaurants. Coming up, why more than 150 people were evacuated from a Delta Airlines flight.
And Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan will be back with the first alert forecast. Let us know when we might see some rain chances again. Plus an update on the deadly E. coli outbreak as Florida now joins the list of states suffering from illnesses.
ABC 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you. Watch ABC 7 wherever you are, on our live stream, on mysuncoast.com, on the ABC 7 My Suncoast app, powered by the iAssociates, providing sight for life, featuring traffic maps and live radar, dining with recipes, and My Suncoast Restaurant Guide. Visit mysuncoast.com. Click on the Apps tab to download the ABC 7 My Suncoast app for Apple and Android.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now, during our Finish Upgrade event, save up to 15% when you upgrade to a premium finish. Schedule your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or go to californiaclosets.com.
Hi, I'm Chef Bob. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday morning on ABC7, where we'll be serving up the most awesome dishes. Then stop by your neighborhood Publix, pick up the recipe card and all the ingredients.
I heard about the Dotoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Dotoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was and some additional cancers that were not found during the biopsy. I would recommend the Dotoli Cancer Center. As a group of human beings, they are unbelievably great.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Experience the Classical Music Celebration May 11th and 12th at the historic Sarasota Opera House. World-class musicians include guitar duo Charisma, currently touring with Andrea Bocelli. Tickets available online or by phone.
Since 2004, Embracing Our Differences has used the power of art and education to promote diversity. One way it accomplishes this is through its annual outdoor exhibition of 45 billboard-sized works of art, each accompanied by an inspirational quote. Join us in creating a community that is inclusive for all, where differences are embraced and individuality is celebrated. We invite you to celebrate the voices and visions of diversity and inclusion at this year's exhibit at Sarasota's Island Park.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now, during our Finish Upgrade event, save up to 15% when you upgrade to a premium finish. Schedule your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or go to californiaclosets.com.
Some frightening moments for people on a Delta Airlines flight from Detroit to Denver. The plane was evacuated after passengers reported smoke in the cabin. ABC's Danya Backus shows us what that scary situation was like.
Cell phone video captures the emergency evacuation. Passengers jumping on slides deployed at the doors, others climbing out of exits at the wings.
We were landing, we were on the tarmac taxiing, and the cabin just started filling with smoke.
This picture shows that smoke. A Delta flight had just landed in Denver Tuesday night when suddenly passengers say they started to see and smell something inside the plane. The 146 passengers told by flight attendants to get off the jetliner immediately.
Flight attendant said there's smoke and promptly told us to, get down low.
Rachel Naftel taking these pictures of passengers on the jetway, tweeting, feeling faint and sick, scariest thing ever.
We were grateful that it wasn't while we were in the air. It could have been a lot worse.
An airport spokesperson says there were no major injuries reported from smoke inhalation. Delta says there were a few injuries from passengers going down the emergency slide, saying they apologize for the concern this situation has caused. No fire was found. Investigators are now trying to determine where the fumes and smoke came from. Danya Backus, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Well, 2018 has certainly been a rough year for air travel. Just days after a CBS 60 Minutes report scrutinized the safety standards for Allegiant Airlines, a Southwest airline flight had an engine failure, leading to the first airline fatality in 9 years. ABC 7's Alan Cohn joins us to discuss what's next for the airline industry. Alan?
Jacqueline, right away, politicians started pointing the finger towards the Federal Aviation Administration for decreasing penalties for airlines who violate mechanical guidelines. The FAA adopted a compliance philosophy in 2014 that lowered enforcement and fines to promote self-reporting. Air carriers are allowed to defer certain maintenance on planes to save money as long as it doesn't put passengers at risk. But when it does, some worry the FAA isn't responding with enough force.
You're not always just reacting to what the FAA is saying. You're going hopefully well beyond it and running any kind of a flight operation or a maintenance operation.
Tonight on ABC 7 at 7, we'll talk more about this FAA philosophy of deferred maintenance and how it nearly led to an accident recently at a local airport. Back to you.
All right, Alan, we'll see you tonight. Thank you. Sarasota Bradenton International Airport turning purple today as employees and airlines join cancer survivors to raise money for the Relay for Life event. That event is part of National Delta Day of Hope, which has raised millions of dollars for the American Cancer Society. Today, SRQ held a competition among the airlines for best gate decorations, a dance party, and a lap around Concourse B to honor cancer survivors and their caregivers. One woman who's currently fighting cancer says these events give her hope during her battle.
It's bringing our family together. It's bringing my spirits up. I've had a long fight, and I'm going to keep fighting.
American Cancer Society Relay for Life movement is the world's largest fundraising event to fight every cancer in every community. Each year, more than 4 million Relay for Life participants around the world rally communities like the Suncoast to help raise money looking for a cure.
Certainly a great cause, and looks like they had a great time enjoying themselves too.
Inside in the nice cool airport.
Right, right.
Not
And it's dry out there, not too bad. The Jimmy V Foundation big gala happening this Friday, and the weather's improving too for Saturday, so that's looking a lot better too. Mom, still a little bit concerned about Mom's Day. We are looking at a beautiful beach day again. The Casey Key webcam showing partially cloudy skies at times, but generally a lot of sunshine out there. That warmed things up today, low 90s. Well above the average, which is typical in the typically in the mid 90s. I mean mid 80s, I should say. It will dry through Friday. It's going to stay dry through Friday. Now Saturday, there's only a slight chance for a few late day showers, and I think we see anything develop, it'll be inland. But then Mother's Day comes along, and we start to see the rain chances really peak up a little bit, up to 50%. Still though, 50%, not 90 or 100%. So we'll see. Scattered showers are expected on in through Sunday afternoon. Now look at this. This is the daily forecast here. Tonight, nothing going on. Some high clouds around. All this tropical moisture still kind of hanging around down to our south. Thursday, wake up, not a problem, just some high clouds. Again, a nice cool start, mid-60s for lows. And then by noon, we'll still look at mostly sunny skies. Temperatures will once again warm to near 90 degrees away from the water. And it looks as though no chance for rainfall. That dry air, that trough of low pressure over the eastern third of the nation is now shifting east and kind of filling up. And that means we'll start to see a return of some moisture. That begins on Saturday, but really on Sunday and Monday as a little bit of a low pressure area moves in. Tighten radar picture, not depicting any rainfall here. A few showers well down south. You can see it's very active in Cuba with the sea breeze fronts there interacting and causing some heavy showers. We'll start to get into some of that here. I wanted to show you this. This is that sea breeze again, just barely getting in now through Anna Maria Island, now approaching the north end of Longboat Key, and then eventually pushing off to the east. Once in a while you do get a shower popping up along that, but air is just too dry to allow anything to develop. Lows tonight will be into the mid-60s, so it should be a nice start again tomorrow morning. And then we'll warm up, though, to near 90 degrees in the afternoon. Some areas will get into the low 90s, especially east of Interstate. And then for Friday morning, we'll start off again in the mid-60s, but the humidity will start to come up on Friday morning. Well, currently it is hot, 90, 91 just an hour ago. The humidity at 28% and northeast winds are at 12. That creates a high fire danger with that kind of low humidity. We'll take you through time. This is Friday. Now, Friday looks good. No problems with Friday's weather. We'll see partly cloudy skies throughout the day. And then a chance for showers comes mainly inland in the afternoon on Saturday. We'll see a mixture of sun and clouds. More clouds than sun, though, it looks like. But then look at all this moisture here starting to spread northward. This is Saturday at 1. Still no rain around. Even Saturday evening looks to be okay. Then Sunday, we start to see some clouds and showers move in by the afternoon hour. Showers and storms become a little bit more prevalent late in the day. So most of the day right now looks pretty good according to the GFS. And the European is pretty similar. I mean, in fact, a little less rain on the European side as far as that goes. But this low pressure area kind of hangs around on into Monday. You can see some rotation there, a little upper level low, and that will increase our rain chances on Monday. So a good chance for some Monday showers in the mix. The satellite and radar imagery showing that storm track has really shifted up north now, and not a problem for us. Tomorrow's high temperatures, another hot one in St. Louis, 90 there. They'll be right about where our temperature is tomorrow, 91 in Albuquerque and 88 in Kansas City. Well, for boaters tomorrow, looks spectacular out there. A light chop, seas running 1 to 2 feet with an east wind turning to the north late in the day. Here's the forecast. 88 tomorrow, 89 on Friday. A little bit cooler because increasing clouds on Saturday. Just a slight chance for a late day shower or two. Mother's Day looks good, doesn't it? For the most part, 50% chance for showers. Not too bad. Again, not 100% chance for rain, and we'll expect a high temperature right around 85 degrees, and we're looking for that rain chance to stay fairly high on Monday. Slips down a little bit on Tuesday and Wednesday. We could use the rain. Looks like we're going to get some on Sunday. Jacqueline?
All right, thanks, Bob. In health news tonight, more cases of E. coli have been linked to contaminated romaine lettuce, and some of those cases have now been found here in Florida. Health officials say 28 new cases have been reported in the Sunshine State, Minnesota, North Dakota, and Texas as well. The CDC says the total number of cases is now 149. More than 60 people in 29 states have been hospitalized, and 17 of those have developed kidney failure. Could your age, marital status, weight, and amount of sleep that you get impact your risk for dementia? According to a study by the University School of Medicine, it can. Researchers examined a group of people's lifestyle choices from 1979 to 1983 and then looked at who was later diagnosed with dementia. As expected, a greater age was strongly associated with symptoms. Some other factors that may increase your risk: being widowed, a lower body mass index, and having experienced less sleep midlife. Dementia is the leading cause of dependence and disability in the elderly population worldwide. Well, sorry to tell you, new moms and dads, as much as you think your baby may like listening to your cooing voice, most babies prefer sounds from other babies. That's according to the Acoustical Society of America. Researchers there found that 5-month-old babies spent significantly more time listening to the sounds from other babies than adults who were using the same vowels. Researchers say having your baby listen to other infants may also help them develop speech skills. Coming up, body cam videos show the chilling rescue of a man from a burning car, plus how this massive cloud of pollen erupted from a tree. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
Rugs as Art, Sarasota's only area rug superstore.
I'm calling in regards about my mother, and I'm here, and I just want to thank you because it saved my mother's life yesterday. And I'd like to know the names of the people that came in and saved her so I could call and thank them. And she's doing fine. It's a wonderful thing. Thank you.
When you fall and cannot get up, an accident can turn into a tragedy. But with Life Alert, one touch of a button can get you help fast. Life Alert saves a person from a catastrophe every 10 minutes.
Life Alert is a lifesaver. If it weren't for Life Alert, I wouldn't be sitting here today.
For a free Life Alert brochure, call 1-800-652-3012. That's 1-800-652-3012. Call now, 1-800-652-3012. For a free brochure, call 1-800-652-3012.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
Enjoy some of the best Suncoast restaurants on me. Just go to mysuncoast.com/dining, sign up for the newsletter if you haven't already, and you can win a $50 gift card to a restaurant in our area. We'll pick a winner each week, so go on our website and sign up now.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
A risky rescue caught on camera in New Jersey where officers pull a man from a burning car, likely saving his life. Police say the man likely fell asleep with his foot on the gas, which overheated the engine. Several witnesses called police to report a car on fire. When police got there, they knocked out the windows and then realized someone was inside. The man was disoriented and fought officers as they tried to pull him out of the burning car. He appeared to be okay, but was taken to the hospital to be checked out. Police say this is a great example of if you see something, say something. Surveillance video from a gas station in Illinois shows an 11-year-old girl jumping out of a car that had just been carjacked. You can see the girl escape the SUV and roll onto the ground. Her father then leaps onto the hood of the accomplice's car as both vehicles speed away. Police say the girl and her father, fortunately, were not hurt. One of the carjackers has been arrested, but his accomplice is still at large. Some shocking video of a massive fire in an electric power plant in Texas. This fire causing black billows of smoke to come from a transformer. That fire broke out at a CenterPoint Energy facility in Texas City late yesterday afternoon. A mineral oil fire is being blamed for the explosion. Fortunately, no one was hurt.
Well, if you have allergies, beware. Just watching this video may be a bit too much. Pollen is so dense in New Jersey that it exploded into a cloud of green and yellow when a bulldozer tapped it. Take a look. Watch as the bulldozer hits the tree, pollen erupting from its leaves so thick that it actually replicates the tree's shape. That video has been shared tens of thousands of times since Monday. Coming up at 5:30, a look at the future plans for 2 new hospitals in Venice. And at 5:36, new details in a Disney discrimination lawsuit, why the workers are no longer fighting for their rights. Plus at 5:38, why you may want to make sure that you can see everything on your license plate. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now, during our Finish Upgrade event, save up to 15% when you upgrade to a premium finish. Schedule your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or go to californiaclosets.com.
Our nurse, Jennifer, all we did is pick up the phone if I was having a bad day, and the next thing we know, she was here at the door. I can't believe that I would have received any greater care anywhere. From that moment on, everything changed dramatically. And I don't know what we would have done without that.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
My name is Blake. I received a heart transplant when I was 2 weeks old. I play defense for the Red Hot Tornadoes. Sometimes my heart starts pounding like faster and faster as I go. I know I have someone else's heart inside me. It makes me feel happy because someone was generous enough to give me a second chance to live.
This gift of life was made possible by an organ donor. Imagine what you could make possible. Sign up as an organ, eye, and tissue donor. Go to organdonor.gov.
My life motto is keep moving. And as hard as it was when my husband passed away, I knew I had to keep doing what I love. Oops, coming. But I needed help with my insurance, and that's what the NAIC provides. They have resources to help you and your family make the best decision, and they'll help you to keep moving forward, just like me.
A decade of war has taken an unprecedented toll on our men and women in uniform.
Hundreds of thousands of our veterans are suffering from the trauma of war.
At Justice for Vets, we believe that every veteran should have the opportunity for treatment and restoration.
Get involved and go to justiceforvets.org.
Help put treatment within reach of veterans in crisis.
Veterans fought for our freedom. Now it's our turn to fight for theirs.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now, during our finish upgrade event, save up to 15% when you upgrade to a premium finish. Schedule your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or go to californiaclosets.com.